As a product manager, I have just created a new product, the SAP Hybris USB stick. Now this product requires an attribute, memory size. But the memory size attribute does not exist, either in the SAP Hybris Commerce Type system or within the currently available classification system. So, what is the best way to add a new attribute for a product? Let's first ask ourselves, is memory size used in the business logic or some business process? For example, in performing a search? Well, no. Will I need the attribute for the majority of my products? The answer to this is also no. Lastly, will I need to use memory size as a displayed property? And here, the answer is yes. In this case, the best solution is to extend the electronics classification system. So in this video, I'll create the classifying category storage capacity, which will have the category feature memory size. Please remember that classifying categories are used to add dynamic attributes to products without changing the data model. As a first step, I'll begin by looking at how I can find out which classifying categories are assigned to the product. First, I'll check in the back office which categories and classifying categories the product is assigned to. Under Catalog, I'll select Products and open the SAP Hybris USB stick properties in the Staged Electronics Catalog version. On the Category System tab, you can see that the product is currently assigned to the SAP Hybris category. A classifying category is assigned to a product in the same way as a regular category. However, the classifying category storage capacity doesn't exist at the moment. So I'll create that classifying category first. I can do that right here in the back office. Classification systems are available under Catalog. To create a new classifying category, I'll click on Classifying Categories and then on the plus icon. Now, I'll provide an identifier for the new classifying category, storage capacity. The SAP Hybris Electronics storefront comes with a sample electronics classification system. I assign the new classification category to it. Now, I can create the classifying category by clicking on Done. I click on the green confirmation notification to open the new classifying category. Here, I'll enter a name for the classifying category and I'll make it visible to the customer group. I perform this step so that customers on the storefront can see category features for each product which has this classifying category assigned. Now let's look at category features. Each classifying category has one or more classifying features, also known as classifying attributes. In this case, the classifying category storage capacity has the category feature memory size. To create a classifying feature, I'll first click on Create New Category Feature under the Feature List section. Now I'll click in the Feature Descriptor field and select Create New Feature Descriptor. In the pop-up window, I'll enter an identifier for the memory size feature descriptor. Once again, I'll assign the classification system version to electronics classification and click on Done. Now I'm going to specify the feature descriptor type. Click on String to open a menu of available feature descriptor types. Memory size is going to be a number, so I pick that from the drop-down menu and click on Next. Under Unit, I'll enter GB and select Gigabyte from the suggestions. On the next tab, I don't change any of the standard visibility settings and click on Next again. The Feature Descriptor Values field is only important for feature descriptors of the type Value List. Because I chose to create memory size as a number, I can ignore this field. I'll click on Done. The next step is to add a label to the category feature that will be visible on the storefront. On the Class Attributes tab, I'll click on the three dots next to the new feature descriptor, memory size, and select Edit Details. I'll scroll down to Feature Descriptor and double-click it. In the Feature Descriptor window, I'll click in the Label field and enter the term that I want to be displayed on the storefront. Now I'll save the value. I am done editing the feature descriptor, so I'll click the X button at the top right corner of the window. So at this point, I have a classification category with its feature in place. To complete my task, I'll assign the classifying category Storage Capacity to the SAP Hybris USB stick. I can do it within the back office or product cockpit. I'll use the back office. Please note that in the product cockpit, products are assigned to classifying categories the same way as to a regular category. Under the Category Structure tab of the Storage Capacity Classification category, I'll go to the Subcategories and Products section. I'll click on the Included Products field and select the SAP Hybris USB stick. As usual, I'll work with the staged version of the product catalog. I save all the changes. I can close the Storage Capacity Classification window now. To confirm that the product now has the memory size feature, I'll open the product by way of the navigation or on the left and switch to the Attributes tab. I'll scroll down and find a new memory size section that includes the memory size feature. I'll provide a value for memory size and save the product. Finally, I'll synchronize the product to the online catalog version. To do so, I'll navigate to Catalog Versions in the navigation area on the left. Select the Electronics Product Catalog Staged version and click on the Start Synchronization button. I'll select the synchronization job and confirm the settings by clicking on Next. Then I'll click Start. Finally, it's done. On the storefront, we can navigate to the SAP Hybris USB stick. You will see the classifying category and the memory size feature descriptor, along with the value you provided for the product, displayed at the bottom of the page.